Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys, and holding the standard. And you know what we're talking about this morning. You know what we're talking about today. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers lose again to the Atlanta Hawks last night. Now, LeBron James decided to show up and play in the actual game because remember, he was questionable coming into the game. But he played last night, and once again, he went out there and put up a 39-point triple-double for LeBron James. So the stats were there for LeBron James. But once again, it's more the same. The impact is not there on the court to lead the team to a victory. And they lose again off the strength of Trae Young in a 31-point, I think 20-assist night that he put up, hit the game winner as the time was winding down, man. And the Lakers lose again, man, to a Atlanta Hawks team who they're better than they should have beaten. These are the things that I'm talking about, the inconsistent nature of LeBron James and his teams. And LeBron James bricked up the game winner at the end of the game. And we're going to talk about in this video, guys, because it's more the same. And I told you about the lose-lose situation that LeBron James continues to be in. Right? And his fans, they're scrambling. They don't know what to do right now. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that's been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled. Thank you to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody in the membership. Much respect to anyone that donated to my channel, that's left a comment on my channel, that's liked my videos, that shared my stuff. Thank you very much, guys. It's truly humbling. Like I always tell you guys, it means a lot. So much respect to all the true basketball fans that are standing up, man. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So yes, guys, like I said, man, you knew we were going to talk about this morning. I wasn't going to go do a video today. But last night, I was flipping around. I was actually up pretty late for myself. You guys know I go to bed usually pretty early, usually by 10:30 on the East Coast time. I'm usually in bed, man. I'm going to sleep or, I'm starting to go to sleep around that time, man. I tell you guys, I wake up at 4 in the morning, and I usually try to go to bed around 10:30 every single night. But I was up a little bit later than last night. It was Friday night or whatever. Nothing to do this morning, right? So I was up a little bit late, man, and I saw, the Atlanta Hawk game with the Lakers. It wasn't a late game because it was on the East Coast. So I was able to catch the entire game and saw the ending of the game. And we all know what happened at the end of that game and how, once again, the Lakers lose to a team that they should have beaten. Now, I know that the Hawks have won. I believe that was their 6th straight win. So they may have been playing, good basketball, as of late. But does anybody think the Atlanta Hawks are a good team or a contending team or anything of that nature? No, they're just one of those teams that kind of mediocre, man. They're in that middle of the pack to me, and they've been like that, over the last several years. So the Atlanta Hawks are not a formidable team by any means. I don't care how many games they won in a row. It's the Atlanta Hawks, and like I said, good on them. Trae Young hit a big shot. Like I said, hit the game winner at the end of that game with, I believe, about 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock. But these are the things that I'm talking to you guys about on this channel, man. And we talk about coming into the season. LeBron James in a lose-lose situation. And I've told you guys what, if they're going to continue and they're going to promote LeBron James as a better player than Anthony Davis, as the best player on the Lakers, if they're going to promote this guy, like Kenny Smith would say, as the second best player in the league currently, if they're going to promote this guy that way, then once again, then he must take the responsibility. Because not only should he take responsibility as the best player, they're telling us, but he should be taking responsibility as the leader. Right? So when you hear LeBron James come into the post game and talking about accountability, right? I did a video on JJ Redick. Everyone's talking about accountability. They're saying it out of their mouth. Right? They've said the word. They've put it out there. The problem has been that LeBron James doesn't know how to take accountability. It doesn't matter if you're talking about taking accountability. Oh, we got to take accountability. Everyone needs to take accountability. Blah, 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 blah. You're not doing it. When LeBron James says, oh, we need to get back on defense, right? You can say that, but you have to actually go out there and get back on the defense. You have to go out there and do it. So what do I tell you guys? That's called leading by example. You're leading by the example. So what you're doing is showing your team, the people that you're leading, wherever it is. It could be a job. It don't matter what it is. Wherever it is, an office. You're showing them what to do, how to do it. That's called leading by example. And what do I tell you about LeBron James? LeBron James' leadership style is do as I say, not as I do. And that's not going to get it done, ladies and gentlemen. Not at the professional level. When you're playing against other professional athletes, other grown-ups, that are competing against you. You're not going to be able to go out there and tell your team, hey, you guys got to get back on D, man. We got to get back on D. Hey, just do your job. You can't do that. You have to go out there and do your job. You have to get back on that defense. You have to give that effort. You can't be lollygagging and having poor body language. Once again, not galvanizing the team around you. So you're not maximizing them. Basketball is not just about being on the court and having a guy stand over there and then you pass him the ball and he's wide open. You've done your job and he has to make the shot. That's not how it makes you make your teammates better. That's not how basketball works. It ain't that simple, man. It's deeper than that. This is why there are levels to greatness. There's levels to being a leader. And LeBron James don't have that leadership. JJ Redick don't have that leadership. So LeBron James can put up a 39-point triple-double and it won't have any impact on the outcome of the game because it's more the same for LeBron James. What's the problem for LeBron James? It's down the stretch, he folds up, right? So when you notice LeBron James having a good game, so this is the inconsistent nature that I'm talking about, guys. I want you guys to think about this. LeBron James last night put up 39 points, right? 14 of 23 shooting, whatever the case may be, right? He was 6 for 11 from three-point range for the game, right? 6 for 11. That sounds pretty damn good, man. He's over 50% from the three-point line during that game. But if we think about LeBron James shooting over the last, 3, 4, 5 games or so, what we've been talking about, he hasn't been able to hit anything. He was 0 for 9 one game. He was 0 for 18, 0 for 20, whatever he was. All these shots consecutive from three-point range he missed. This is called inconsistency, guys. So you go 0 for 20, and then last night you go 6 for 11. That's called inconsistency. This is why I tell you, every once in a while, the sun will shine on LeBron James, man. Right? I always say the sun shines. So he'll have a game like this where he goes 6 of 11 from the three-point range after he just came off of an 0-9 game, or a 0 for 4, an 0 for 20 stretch. That's called inconsistency, guys, at its finest right there. But the glaring problem for LeBron James has been what? His ability to perform and do these things in the closing minutes of games when the score is close. Not when his team is up by 4 or 5 points and there's only a couple minutes to go. Then LeBron James could be a front runner, right? He'll have that bravado. But when the score is close, maybe he's down by 1 or only up by 1, maybe only up by 2, and there's only a couple minutes to go, maybe it's under a minute, all of a sudden LeBron James don't perform at the same level. So, for example, last night is a perfect example of this. LeBron James was 6 for 10. 6 for 10 throughout the entire game. 6 out of 10. He's on fire. That's 60% from three-point range when the man couldn't even make a three-pointer. What was he shooting? 4% from three-point range in the previous 4 or 5 games coming into that game? So he was shooting 60% from the three-point line last night. He was on fire, essentially, LeBron James, right? He was having a game, scoring all these points, knocking these shots down. He was 6 for 10, guys, going for the end of the game. So what happened at the end of the game, though? Right, the Lakers end up being down by 2 points because Trae Young hits that three-point shot with, I believe, 2.7 seconds left. Whatever it was about 3 seconds left in the game. The Lakers had no timeouts, so the brilliant mind of JJ Redick left the Lakers with 0 timeouts at the end of that game. They had no timeouts left at the end of the game. So when Trae Young made that three-pointer, the Lakers could not even call a timeout to advance the ball to half court. So what did they have to do? Because they had no timeouts, because JJ Redick does not use the timeouts correctly and be a good clock manager or a good game manager, the Lakers were forced to inbound the ball the full length of the court. LeBron James inbounds it to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent drives the ball down. Doesn't look like he knows what the hell to do, except for let me give the ball back to LeBron James. I don't know if that's what they said they wanted to do, but he throws the ball back to LeBron James. LeBron James raises up for one of those long-range three-pointers, and he misses it. I mean, not even close, guys. He almost breaks the whole backboard off when LeBron James shoots that ball, man. That's how bad the shot was. Because once again, at that moment, LeBron James, where'd that 6 for 10 shooting go in that moment? You see what I'm saying, guys? All game long, he was feeling it. He was 6 for 10, LeBron James, going into that shot. Had made 6 threes out of 10. He was feeling it essentially in that game, right? The sun was shining on LeBron James last night from three-point range. But when it mattered most, when it was time for LeBron James to make a shot to win the game for his team, when his team is down by 2 points with seconds to go, LeBron James did not miss that shot. He didn't miss it. He bricked it. He completely bricked it up as if, it wasn't even close. Not even close. And I'm not saying that it was an easy shot and that LeBron James should have definitely made that shot. But what I'm saying to you and what I'm highlighting is this is the problems for LeBron James down the stretch of a lot of these games. LeBron James having a great shooting night. He's having a shooting night. And when it mattered most, though, he's way off. It wasn't like it rolled in and out. He was way off, completely way off, not even close. And that's LeBron James in a nutshell. He'll be great all game long, 4 quarters, 4.5 quarters. LeBron James the man. As soon as the end of the game comes, the score is tight, the pressure starts to build up. LeBron James crumbles, man. He folds up like a lawn chair, man, time and time again. This is the inconsistent nature of LeBron James, man, in the clutch. This is why no one regards LeBron James as one of the most clutch players of all time. Only fools like Kendrick Perkins and some of these other clowns out here, Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd, and some of these LaMedia members, some of these weirdos like Brian Windhorst and Dave McNamara, and some of these weirdos like Gilbert Arenas and JJ Redick. Only they will argue that LeBron James is this clutch player, man. He's not clutch like that. We're talking about clutch players. We're talking about the greatest and the most clutch players in the history of the game. LeBron James ain't that dude. If we think about LeBron James last night chucking that shot up and bricking it up, if you guys think, and we compare him to Kobe Bryant, for example, and the aura that surrounded Kobe Bryant, the feeling that you had from Kobe Bryant, and what feeling am I talking about? Well, that feeling that you get when you would hear people say, Kobe, and they throw something in the trash can, right? How many times have you heard that? I told you, my youngest brother, as a matter of fact, Kobe Bryant is his guy, man. That's his favorite player, man. He loves Kobe Bryant, man. You know what I'm saying? But he understands the game, and he knows about Michael Jordan and the history of the game. You know what I'm saying? He's up on these things, man. But Kobe Bryant is his favorite player, man. And oftentimes, I remember hearing him saying those kinds of things, man. Kobe, and you go in and shoot something in the trash can. You guys have done this before, man, or maybe your friend, maybe your brother did it. Maybe your cousin or someone you knew. They used to always do that. And it wasn't necessarily about you saying Kobe, shooting it in, and you always saying that Kobe Bryant never missed shots. That's not what it's about. I told you guys, my son asked me about Michael Jordan, and did he always make the shots in? And I told him, no, Michael Jordan didn't always make the shots in. But I told him what? Michael Jordan wasn't afraid to take those shots. He was the same person, the same player. No matter what the conditions, no matter what the circumstances were, Michael Jordan was going to remain the same. Mentally, he was going to be the same. So that's why he had the confidence. That's what it was about. It was about the confidence he had to shoot those shots. So in turn, we as fans felt that same confidence. So when Michael Jordan raised up for a shot at the end of a game, you felt it was going to go in. That's what you felt. Whether it went in or not, it was irrelevant. Michael Jordan missed a lot of game winners. But the sense you had was that it was going to go in. So when he missed it, you were like, wow, Michael Jordan missed that shot. He normally does not miss these things. That's the way that you felt, the confidence that he had, that you felt. That's the sense of feeling. That's what Kobe Bryant had. So it wasn't necessarily about Kobe Bryant making all these game winners and shooting this high percentage when it mattered most. It was about the fact that he felt and had the confidence to take those shots, so much so that everyone else around him felt comfortable with him taking those shots. So you had almost a quiet confidence, right? When Kobe Bryant was raising up for that shot. So if you're a fan of Kobe Bryant or a fan of the Lakers, or you weren't a fan of the Lakers or Kobe Bryant, and you were rooting against him, what did you feel when he went up for that shot? You were nervous. You felt scared when you saw Kobe Bryant raise up for a last-second shot. Even if he missed his last 30 shots, his last 50 game winners, you felt a certain way with Kobe Bryant going up for that shot. And why'd you feel that way? Because Kobe Bryant made you feel that way. Because of the way that he felt, his confidence that he had in himself. Never being scared, never having that sense of Kobe Bryant being intimidated or, like I said, folding up under the pressure. Whereas LeBron James, when he raised up for that shot last night to win the game with a couple of seconds left, you did not have that same sense. You did not have that same feeling. I'm pretty sure a lot of the Los Angeles Lakers fans, I'm talking about the true Laker fans that are not just fans of LeBron James, true Lakers fans, they didn't have that same sense of confidence when LeBron James raised up for that shot. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you, there were a lot of Laker fans out there that were first questioning how come they didn't have no damn timeouts left at the end of that damn game to get the ball, of course, half court. But secondly, and more importantly, why the hell is LeBron James the guy that you're picking to shoot that shot when you're only down by 2? You didn't really need a three-point shot, right? You could have tried to get the ball to Anthony Davis. You could have tried to just get a better quality shot from anyone. But they went to LeBron James. And when LeBron James raised up for that shot, there's no one in that arena, no one in Atlanta that thought that shot was going in. I guarantee there wasn't a damn person there that was like, oh, crap, LeBron James raising up for a shot. I guarantee it. It's not the same. That's not Larry Bird going for a shot. That's not Steph Curry. That's not Jerry West. That's not Michael Jordan going up for a shot at the end of a game. That's not Kobe Bryant going up. That's not those guys raising up at the end of a game to make a shot and you're like, damn. Like, Think about the freeze frame of Game 6, the 1998 NBA Finals, and Michael Jordan's releasing that shot. You guys see that picture, that freeze frame before it goes through the basket? You remember that kid. I love that kid, man. That kid's reaction, he knows it's going in. He knows it. He's not hoping or thinking. He's got his hands up. He knows it's going in. You see all the Utah Jazz fans and their reactions? What are they doing? Hands on heads, hands over their mouth, people not looking. They knew it was going in. They knew it. This is the sense that Michael Jordan gave them as fans of basketball, watching Michael Jordan over the years and understanding, damn it, this man's going to make this shot in because that's what he does. So you had that sense. Either you were nervous because you knew it was going in and your team was about to lose a championship again, or like that kid out there in Utah with the Chicago Bulls hat and jersey on with their hands up in the air. He knew it was going in. He didn't think it was going in. Once again, he wasn't wishing it in or hoping it in. He knew that shot was going in because it was Michael Jordan, and that's what Michael Jordan does. That's the feeling that he gave us when he went up for those shots. So no, he didn't always make it like in Game 6 of the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals when he missed that game winner and rolled in and out of the rim, right? And yeah, there were times that he missed it like Game 1 in the 1991 NBA Finals when he missed that game winner after Sam Perkins hit the shot before that. There were many times like that Michael Jordan missed those shots. The facts remain. He had the confidence to shoot them, and once again, everyone else around felt that same confidence when Michael Jordan raised up for those shots. So it's not the same for LeBron James. And another difference that I want to talk about briefly, when we talk about what was going on last night for LeBron James and the Lakers, like I said, LeBron James was having a game, right? He was scoring points, knocking shots down, right? Had his assist numbers. He got a triple-double out there, right? He's having a game, right? Oh, the stats LeBron James put up. But at the end of the game, it didn't come through for him, right? That's the complete opposite of a Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't have to be on fire necessarily or have a great shooting night to come through at the end of these games. And I've talked about this many times. In Game 3 of the 1991 NBA Finals, Michael Jordan wasn't having a great shooting night going into that shot at the end of the game to send it to overtime. But when it mattered most, he had the confidence in himself and he shot the ball with confidence and the ball went in. Right? He wasn't having a great shooting night. He wasn't on fire all game and Michael Jordan knocked the shot down. It was actually quite the opposite. The shot in 1989 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, similar things. Michael Jordan was kind of short on a lot of those shots leading up into the end of that game when he hit that game winner. So it didn't matter how he was necessarily shooting leading up into that shot. The facts remain that he had the confidence in himself to rise up for that shot with confidence, to shoot it with confidence. Believing in yourself and shooting the ball with confidence is not the same thing. It's similar, but there's a little bit of difference there. You could believe in yourself, but not shoot with confidence. So for me, LeBron James might believe in himself. He might be like, I'm going to take this shot. But when he shoots the ball, you can tell he's not shooting it with confidence. That's why he does awkward shots. These off-legged, one-legged threes he shoots, off-balance shots. I tell you, he has a lot of poor selection at the end of these games. So there's a big difference right there. Also, we must think about and talk about the historic problems on the Lakers. The Lakers have lost what? They lost another game now. What are they, 12-11 or whatever the case may be right now. They're a mediocre basketball team, right? They're basically a 500 basketball team. They can't win on the road. They just cannot win on the road, right? Then they're losing to teams on the road that they should beat, right? And the teams that they have beaten on the road are not impressive. I've told you, they've beaten teams like the Toronto Raptors and the Utah Jazz on the road. No one's impressed with these wins. The Lakers have had a big problem losing. So we can point to the Lakers' loss last night, but we could also point to the historic problems for the Lakers. And what do I mean by historic? The loss the other night to the Miami Heat by 41 points, guys, came on the heels of a previous loss, I believe, to the Minnesota Timberwolves by about 30 points, I want to say. So those two losses combined for the biggest point differential in Lakers history, guys. That's the first time in Lakers history that they lost 2 games in a row, back-to-back games by 70 points or more. That's the first time in history, guys. Think about the Lakers' history. The history of the Lakers. The Lakers franchise has been around for years and years and years. All these years, all these teams that the Lakers have had, that was the first time that they lost by 70 points in back-to-back games. Think about that. Remember when people talk about Kobe Bryant in the last couple of years that he was on the Lakers, right? They love to make fun of Kobe. Oh, Kobe Bryant those last years, he wasn't doing nothing. LeBron James saved the Lakers. They love to say this. He saved the Lakers because the Lakers were trash. They weren't doing anything. Kobe Bryant wasn't winning any games. They love to talk about that. Kobe Bryant didn't lose by 70 points in back-to-back games playing with those bums he was playing with those also-rans, playing with those, role players he was playing with, hobbled and all these injuries he was dealing with. Kobe Bryant's teams never lost by 70 in back-to-back games. Think about that. The level of skills or the level of players that Kobe Bryant had during those last several years, right? The caliber of players that he was playing with, they still never lost by 70 points in back-to-back games. Never did that. But LeBron James on the Lakers, in his 7th season on the Lakers, he's done that. He's on the team that lost back-to-back games by 70 points. The only time in that franchise's history, guys, that has happened. That's historic right there. These are the things that LeBron James has done on the Lakers. No one is impressed with his time on the Lakers. Nobody. They're not setting any good precedents here. And they lose again. Another game in a row that they've lost. And once again, LeBron James puts up a triple-double that had no impact on the game. No impact on the game. LeBron James was out there balling, right, on the stat-wise, but it wasn't doing anything for the game because why? And then, you have people talking about, LeBron James played defense. Now, let's talk about the end of this game. So we could blame Anthony Davis here, but what do I tell you guys? This is why LeBron James is in a lose-lose situation. I'm not blaming Anthony Davis. He's not the best player on the team. We never blame Scottie Pippen. We never blame Pau Gasol. You're not going to blame the other guys, man. The sidekicks, right? LeBron James is supposed to be the best player. They're coming into this season. He's the 7th best player in the league. So not only is LeBron James supposed to be the best player in the Lakers, he's supposed to be a top 10 player in the league still. A top 10 player in the league. So once again, man, LeBron James is supposed to be a top 10 player. Kenny the Jet Smith had LeBron James ranked number 2 in the NBA. There's no way in hell I'm blaming Anthony Davis for the end of that game when LeBron James is the best player in the team still. And he's the top 10 player in the league according to ESPN and guys like Kenny Jeff Smith. If that's the case, once again, then you must take accountability. There goes that word accountability again. So I don't want to hear about Anthony Davis turn the ball over down the stretch at the end of the games. Because once again, the Lakers would not even be in that game, even with LeBron James's points and triple-double numbers. They wouldn't be in that game without Anthony Davis doing what he was doing. The LeBron James and Anthony Davis combined for over 70 points. For over 70 points, I believe LeBron had 39, Anthony Davis had 38. 38 and 39 points. So they had over 70 points combined, and they still lost. And part of the reason why they still lost is because LeBron James ain't playing defense consistently like that. Now, I've seen some people say, LeBron James had that chase down block on Dyson Daniels at the end of the game. And yes, LeBron James did one of his patented chase down blocks at the end of the game. This is what I'm talking to you guys about, picking and choosing when to exert himself. So all game long, LeBron James will stand around, he'll rest, he'll lollygag. And so that at the end of the game, maybe he has enough energy left in the tank for a quick burst like that. Once again, LeBron James played, 43, 44 minutes last night in the overtime win. Why he's on the court all these minutes, we still don't know. But if you look at the end of that game, LeBron James, Anthony Davis made a pass to LeBron James. Now, they made the turnover counted for Anthony Davis. But if you watch that play, LeBron James did nothing to secure or to keep Dyson Daniels off of that ball from getting that steal. LeBron James did not come to the ball. He did not even try to go get the ball. Anthony Davis passing the ball. LeBron James just lets the guy come and take the ball from him. He did nothing to try to get that ball. That turnover to me was on LeBron James. But they put it on Anthony Davis. So this is part of the reason why LeBron James felt the need to chase down that block at that point in time. Because to me, that turnover was on LeBron James, not Anthony Davis, man. And then what happens? LeBron James blocks it. They try to overturn the call. The referees try to give the Lakers the win here at the end of the game by overturning the call. The Lakers have the ball. They inbound it, and they goof it up. They goof up the end of the game. They goof it up. Once again, J.J. Redick drawing up a play for whatever reason. They lose a timeout that they don't have at the end of that game. Just goes to J.J. Redick and the time management, not understanding or not being a savant of basketball. And then all of a sudden, everything came off at the end of that game, man. So I'm not putting the blame on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had some turnover issues in the game, but so is LeBron James. Every single night is LeBron James' turnover machine. But at least Anthony Davis is playing defense consistently and hustling on the rebounds. So LeBron James had 10 rebounds again last night. 0 offensive rebounds for LeBron James. So it's more of the same. You're not offensive rebounding. You're not helping your team on the glass. This is the problem for the Lakers. They're not a good rebounding team. They're one of the worst offensive rebounding teams because your big man, LeBron James, is not helping Anthony Davis rebound. So Anthony Davis had, 10, 11 rebounds, had 3 offensive. LeBron James had 10 rebounds, 0 offensive. Again, This is almost every night LeBron James has a 0 offensive rebounding game, but he'll have 11 rebounds or 8 rebounds or 9 rebounds or 12 rebounds, 0 offensive. You're not hustling. You're out there lollygagging, standing around. Anthony Davis is doing all the work, battling down low. Guys like Rui Hachimura, they're the ones battling for these rebounds. Not LeBron James. And LeBron James had, 3-4 turnovers himself last night. So it's more of the same. He's averaging 4 turnovers on the season. So I don't want to hear about Anthony Davis and his turnovers at the end of the game, down the stretch, and what he didn't do. Because he was doing a lot, and he's not the best player. So why are we blaming Anthony Davis? He's not the leader. He's not the best player according to anybody out here. So once again, the accountability, the blame, the ownership goes on LeBron James as the leader, but as the best player, it's on him. He's not getting it done. He has no impact on the wins. If Anthony Davis scored 25 points last night, the Lakers get blown out. The fact that Anthony Davis had 30-plus points again, and LeBron James put up some numbers was the reason they're competitive. LeBron James have put up numbers before. If Anthony Davis ain't doing it, the Lakers go nowhere. This is why the Lakers had a winning record, even though LeBron James was a negative 132. A negative 132. And I believe last night he was a +6. A +6. So now that would make him a negative 126 on the season. Negative 126 on the season. This is why we're saying you have no impact on the game. You have the worst plus minus on your team, but they promote you as the best player on the team, as a top 10 player in the league. And it's more the same. End of the game comes, LeBron James bricks up the shot. Not even close. Almost breaks the whole side of the backboard off right there, man. And, guys like someone like a Trae Young went out there and dominated at down the stretch of that game with 31 points, I believe, and 20 assists. So he had a 30-20 game. Where are LeBron James' 20 assist games at? This man's been hogging the ball his whole career. He's been dominating, playing in the system his entire career. Where are LeBron James' 20 assist games at? He don't be putting up these numbers like that. Where are LeBron James' 20 rebound games at? The man just had his first 20 rebound game like last season or the year before. Like in this weak era. He wasn't getting those 20 rebound games when he first came in the league or in the mid to late 2000s, right? He wasn't getting them numbers like that. Now he'll put up some corny rebound numbers in this frozen era, but no offensive rebounds again for LeBron James, and the Lakers lose again to a team that they're just better than. They're better than the Atlanta Hawks. Do they have as much talent, maybe top to bottom, than the Atlanta Hawks? I don't know. Maybe not. But when we talk about the star players, the players that you have, who's better than Anthony Davis on the Hawks? Who's better than LeBron James on the Hawks, right? Because LeBron James is the second best player in the league. So who's better than him? Trae Young? I mean, what are we saying here, man? So, like I said, the Lakers lose again. LeBron James bricks it up, playing no defense. But LeBron James fans will talk about that chase down block at the end of the game. And the reason why he had to make that effort is because he actually caused that turnover. So he was just making up for the turnover that he created. And once again, good on you for deciding to play defense when you decide to play defense. But that's not called consistency. This is why the Lakers lose again. Inconsistent. LeBron James was 0 for 20 from three-point range coming into this game, or whatever he was, shooting 4% over the last 5 or 6 games from three-point range. Last night, he's 6 for 10, and then he goes and takes that last shot, and what happens? He bricks it up. So all game long, LeBron James knocking these shots down, and I don't want to hear about the kind of shot it was, where he shot it from. There was only a couple seconds left. I don't want to hear no excuses, man. This is the point that we're making here. When it matters most, LeBron James ain't going to make them shots. He could be having the ball game all game long, but when it comes down to it, he going to fold up, right? Just like he's done many times. He'll be having a great game, but when it matters most, he going to miss it. And that's what happened last night. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.